Hello and welcome back to Practice of Calm. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. It's really good to have you here with us today.
If you are new here, this is a slow English podcast. We speak slowly and we keep our words simple, so you can just relax, listen, and follow along.
You don't need to understand every single word. That is completely okay. Just let the language move past you gently, like water in a slow river.
And if you like, you can read the words on the screen while you listen. Listening and reading together is a wonderful way to learn.
So take a slow breath. Get comfortable. There is nothing to finish here, and know where you need to be.
Today, our topic is gentle and maybe a little freeing. We are going to talk about the art of letting go.
Letting go. So much of our suffering comes from holding on too tightly. To the past, to control, to the way we think things should be.
We'll talk about letting go of control, of the past, of grudges, of expectations, and of the need to be right, and how each one makes a little more room for peace.
But first, let's look at a few words. We call this part today's words. We will use them many times, so let's learn them now.
Our first phrase is let go. To let go. It means to stop holding something, to release it. You can let go of a rope, and you can also let go of a worry or an old hurt.
The opposite is to hold on. To hold on means to keep gripping something tightly. Sometimes holding on is good, but sometimes we hold on to things that only hurt us.
The third word is accept. To accept. When you accept something, you allow it to be as it is without fighting it. Accepting does not mean you like it. It means you stop struggling against what is already true.
And the fourth word is peace. Peace. Peace is a calm, quiet feeling inside. It is what slowly arrives when we stop fighting and finally let go.
So, again, our four words. Let go, hold on, accept, and peace. Don't worry about remembering them perfectly. You will hear them again and again today.
Okay, Emma. Let's start with a small experiment that listeners can do right now. If you can, make a tight fist with your hand. Squeeze it hard.
I'm doing it, and after a few seconds, it starts to ache. It is tiring to hold.
Exactly. Now, just open your hand, let it relax. Feel that? That release, that relief. That is what letting go feels like in the body.
It's such a simple thing, but it shows us so much. Holding on takes constant effort. It tires us, and letting go is simply stopping that effort.
And we walk around with a clenched fist in our minds all day, gripping worries, gripping the past, gripping how we wish things were. And we wonder why we feel so tired.
So before we go further, let's clear up what letting go is not. Because a lot of people hear letting go and think it means giving up, not caring anymore.
That is such an important point. Letting go is not giving up. It is not saying nothing matters. It is releasing the things you were never able to hold in the first place.
Giving up comes from a place of defeat. Letting go comes from a place of wisdom. One says, I lost. The other says, I am free to stop carrying this now.
And letting go does not mean you stop loving or stop trying. You can work hard for something and still let go of needing to control exactly how it turns out, both at once.
There's a paradox at the heart of all this, isn't there? The tighter we grip something, the more we tend to lose it.
It's like holding sand. An open palm can hold a handful gently for a long time, but squeeze it tight and it pours out between your fingers.
We see it everywhere. Grip a relationship too tightly out of fear and you push the person away. Grip happiness too hard and it slips off.
Grip a good night's sleep, desperately trying to force it, and it runs from you. The harder you chase, the faster it flees.
So letting go is not losing your grip on life. Often, it is the only way to actually hold the things you love lightly enough to keep them.
An open hand can both hold and receive. A clenched fist can do neither. There is deep wisdom in the open hand.
Beautiful. So, with that in mind, let's talk about the first and maybe the biggest thing we cling to: control.
Control. So much of our stress comes from trying to control things that were never in our control to begin with.
We try to control what other people think of us. We try to control the future. We try to control how everything turns out. And it leaves us exhausted and anxious.
Because deep down, we know we cannot really control these things, but we keep gripping anyway, as if gripping harder will somehow make us safe.
There is an old idea that helps me here. Picture a line drawn down the middle of your life. On one side, the few things you actually control. On the other, the vast number of things you do not.
And what do you actually control? Really only your own actions, your effort, and how you respond. That is it. Everything else, the weather, the past, other people, the outcome, is on the far side of that line.
So letting go of control does not mean becoming passive. It means pouring your energy into your side of the line and gently releasing the rest. Do your part fully, and then let go.
It is like a farmer. A good farmer plants the seeds and waters them and pulls the weeds. They do everything in their control, but they cannot control the rain or the sun.
And a wise farmer does not lie awake at night trying to control the weather. They do their work and then they accept whatever the sky brings. That is letting go of control.
And there is such relief in it. When you finally admit, this part is not mine to carry, a great weight lifts. You were never meant to hold the whole world in your hands.
So this week, when you feel that tight, anxious grip, gently ask, is this actually in my control? If it is, do your part. And if it is not, practice opening your hand and setting it down.
Now let's talk about something we all carry, and that weighs more than almost anything else. The past.
Oh, the past. So many of us are quietly dragging it behind us everywhere we go. Old mistakes, regrets, things we said or did not say, moments we wish had gone differently.
And here is the hard, simple truth about the past. It cannot be changed. Not 1 second of it. No amount of replaying it or regretting it will move a single thing that already happened.
And yet we replay it again and again, as if this time the ending might come out different. We hold on to a moment that is already gone, and it quietly steals our present.
I love the image of carrying a heavy bag. Every regret you hold on to is a stone in the bag. And you carry that bag into today and tomorrow, long after the moment itself has passed.
And letting go of the past does not mean forgetting it or pretending it did not matter. It means taking the lesson from it and gently setting down the stone.
Yes, keep the wisdom, drop the weight. Your past mistakes were not a waste if they taught you something, but they become a waste if you carry them as punishment forever.
And so much of holding the past is being unable to forgive ourselves. We would forgive a friend for the very thing we cannot forgive ourselves for.
That is so true. So try offering yourself the kindness you would offer a friend. You were doing the best you could with what you knew then. You are allowed to put it down now.
So this week, choose one regret you have been carrying and gently ask, what did this teach me? Take the lesson, thank the memory, and practice letting the stone fall from the bag.
There's a quiet grief many people carry, Emma, letting go, not of what happened, but of what they thought would happen, the life they imagined.
Oh, that one runs deep. We all had a picture when we were younger of how our life would look by now, and reality rarely matches the picture exactly.
The career we thought we'd have, the family, the place, the timeline, and we can quietly mourn that imagined life even while our real life is good.
And that mourning is real and worth honoring. But at some point, holding on to the life that never came stops us from loving the life that did.
It's like standing at a window, staring at a road you didn't take, with your back turned to the room you're actually standing in.
So part of letting go is turning around, away from the imagined life and toward the real one, which is often quietly full of good things we stopped noticing.
Your real life is not a failed version of the imagined one. It is simply your life, the true one, and it is the only one that can actually be lived.
So if you are grieving a life that never came, let yourself feel it, gently, and then, slowly, turn toward the one that is really here and is really yours.
Closely tied to the past is something else heavy: grudges. The anger and hurt we hold on to toward people who wronged us.
A grudge. When someone hurts us and we keep holding the anger, sometimes for years, we replay what they did. We stay angry, and we feel in a way that our anger is punishing them.
But here is the strange thing about a grudge. The other person is often living their life, completely unaware. Our anger does not touch them at all. The only person it poisons is us.
There is a saying for this: holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. We carry the hurt day after day and they feel nothing.
And this is where forgiveness comes in. But we have to be careful, because forgiveness is so badly misunderstood.
Yes. Forgiving someone does not mean what they did was okay. It does not mean you have to trust them again or even speak to them again. It is not for them, really.
Forgiveness is something you do for yourself. It is the act of setting down the hot coal you have been holding. You forgive, not to free them, but to free your own hands.
And that includes the boundaries we talked about before. You can let go of the anger and still choose to keep that person at a distance. Letting go of the grudge and protecting yourself can happen together.
So if there is some old anger you have been carrying, ask yourself, gently, who is this really hurting? And would I like to set this heavy thing down for my own peace?
You do not have to force it. Forgiveness is often slow. But even the willingness to one day let go is a soft loosening of the grip, and your hands will thank you for it.
Now, Emma, here is one I struggle with personally: letting go of how things should be.
Oh, this is a big one. We all carry a picture in our minds of how life should be, how our day should go, how people should behave, how our life should look by now.
And most of our daily frustration comes from the gap between that picture and reality. The traffic should not be this bad. He should not have said that. I should be further along by now.
The word should is at the heart of so much suffering. We are not upset by reality itself. We are upset by the distance between reality and the should in our heads.
And reality always wins that fight. The traffic is what it is. He did say it. You are where you are. Fighting the should is like arguing with the rain. You only get wet and tired.
This is where our word accept comes in. To accept is not to approve. It is simply to stop arguing with what is already true. The traffic is bad. Okay, it is. Now, what shall I do from here?
And there is enormous peace in that little word, okay. It does not mean you are happy about it. It means you have stopped wasting your energy fighting a fact you cannot change.
Acceptance is the ground you have to stand on before you can take any useful action. You cannot deal well with the situation while you are still busy insisting it should not exist.
So this week, listen for the word should in your own mind, and when you catch it fighting reality, try gently trading it. From this should not be happening to this is happening, so what is my next kind step?
Jake, there is one more should name: the expectations we place on other people, how they should behave, how they should treat us.
Ah, yes. We carry a long, invisible list of how others ought to act, and people, being people, constantly fail to match our list.
And then we are hurt or angry again and again because our partner, our friend, our coworker is not the person our expectations demanded.
It does not mean we accept bad behavior or drop our boundaries, but it does mean we let people be who they actually are, not who we wish they were.
So much frustration comes from expecting someone to give what they simply do not have, expecting patience from an impatient person, warmth from a cold one.
When we let go of who we think someone should be and see who they truly are, we can make wiser choices. How close to stand, what to expect, what to ask for.
And we suffer less because we stop being shocked over and over that people are exactly who they have always shown us they are.
Letting go here is a kind of clear sight, loving people as they are, or choosing our distance from them but no longer arguing with reality about them.
Closely related is the hardest release of all for many of us, letting go of the outcome, of needing things to turn out a certain way.
Yes. We attach ourselves so tightly to a specific result. I need this job. This relationship has to work. This plan must succeed. And then we suffer terribly if it does not.
And the irony is, gripping the outcome so tightly often makes us perform worse. We are so afraid of failing that we cannot relax enough to do our best.
So there is a gentle way to hold our goals. Care deeply about your effort, the part you control, and hold the outcome lightly, with an open hand, because it was never fully yours to decide.
Do everything you can, and then release the result. Not because you do not care, but because you have already given your best, and the rest belongs to life.
And often, when we let go of one specific outcome, life surprises us with a different one, that turns out even better than the thing we were gripping so hard.
So before something important this week, try saying to yourself, I will give this my full effort, and I will let go of the result. Watch how much lighter and even how much freer you feel.
Now here's a small one that causes surprisingly big fights. The need to be right.
Oh, this one is so human. In a disagreement, we dig in. We have to win. We have to prove our point. We would rather be right than be at peace.
And how many relationships have been damaged over being right about something that, a year later, nobody can even remember? We won the argument and lost the warmth.
So sometimes the kindest, wisest thing is to let go of being right. To say, you might be right, or let's just agree to see this differently, and to feel not defeat but relief.
It takes a quiet strength to let an argument go, to care more about the connection than about your own pride. That is not weakness. That is maturity.
So in your next small disagreement, ask yourself, do I want to be right, or do I want to be at peace? Sometimes winning is simply not worth what it costs.
Emma, I think this is a lovely moment for the little story you wanted to share.
Yes. There is an old story about how people in some places used to catch monkeys, and it has stayed with me for years.
A way to catch monkeys.
They would take a heavy jar with a narrow neck and put a sweet nut inside. The opening was just big enough for an open hand to slip in.
I think I see where this is going.
The monkey reaches in and grabs the nut. But now its fist is full, and a closed fist is too big to pull back out through the narrow neck. It is trapped.
But it is not really trapped, is it? It could be free in an instant.
In an instant, all it has to do is let go of the nut, open its hand, and slip free. But it will not. It holds on, and so it stays caught.
And we are so often that monkey. We are trapped by something we will not put down. Our freedom is right there the whole time, on the other side of an open hand.
The jar never held the monkey. Its own grip did. And so often, the thing keeping us stuck is not the situation. It is what we refuse to let go of.
What a story. So the gentle question becomes, what is the nut I am holding? What am I gripping so tightly that it is keeping me trapped?
Now, Jake, there is a deep one we should touch. Sometimes we have to let go of who we used to be.
That is profound. We build an idea of ourselves, and then we cling to it even when we have outgrown it, or life has changed it.
We hold on to an old role, an old story, an old version of our body, our career, our life, and we grieve because we want to still be who we were.
But life is change. The river never stops moving. And to hold on to a past version of ourselves is to refuse to flow with our own life.
Letting go here means allowing yourself to become who you are now, to release the old picture gently with gratitude, and to make room for the person you are still becoming.
And there can be real beauty in that. Every new chapter of life asks us to let go of the last one. The view only changes if you are willing to keep walking.
Underneath all of this letting go, Jake, I think there has to be a little trust. Trust that if we open our hands, we will be okay.
Yes, letting go is frightening precisely because we are not sure what happens when we stop gripping. We fear we will fall.
But life has carried us this far, through so much we were sure we could not survive. There is some current that has held us again and again.
Think of a river. If you fight it, thrashing, gripping at every rock, you exhaust yourself and you can drown. But if you relax and float, it carries you.
Letting go is learning to float, to trust the current of your own life a little more, and to fight it a little less.
And the river does not always take us where we planned, but very often it takes us somewhere we needed to go that we could never have planned.
Now we should be honest and gentle because some kinds of letting go are very, very hard. We are not talking about traffic now. We are talking about real loss.
Yes, the loss of people we love, the end of something precious, big, deep losses, and we would never tell anyone to simply let go of grief, as if it were easy.
No, some things we do not let go of quickly, and we should not. Grief is the price of love, and it deserves time and patience and tears.
And letting go, in the hardest cases, is not a single moment. It is not flipping a switch. It is slow. It happens in tiny pieces over a long time, and that is completely okay.
And letting go of a loss never means letting go of the love. You can release the pain slowly while keeping every bit of the love and the memory forever.
So if you are carrying a heavy grief right now, please be gentle with yourself. There is no schedule. Let go at the speed your heart can bear, and not a moment faster.
And if a burden is too heavy to carry alone, reaching for help from a friend or a professional is one of the bravest forms of letting go there is. You do not have to hold it all by yourself.
Beautifully said. Now let's give our listeners something gentle they can actually practice. A small daily exercise in letting go.
I love a simple practice, so here is ours. Once a day, take a quiet moment and ask yourself one question. What am I holding on to right now that I could set down?
It might be a worry, a bit of anger, a regret, a need to control something. Just name it quietly to yourself. Naming it is already loosening the grip a little.
And then, if it helps, do it with your body the way we did at the start. Make a fist as you picture the thing you are holding, and then slowly, gently open your hand.
As you open your hand, you might say to yourself, I set this down. I do not have to carry this right now. And feel that small, physical sense of release.
It will not always work completely, and that is fine. Some things you will pick back up 100 times. The practice is simply to keep gently setting them down again and again.
Letting go is not one grand act. It is a small, daily, gentle releasing. Open the hand, set it down, breathe, and do it again tomorrow.
And here is the gift on the other side of letting go that we do not always see. When you set something down, your hands are finally free.
That's the part fear hides from us. We think letting go only means loss, but every open hand is also ready to receive something new.
You cannot take hold of a new chapter while both hands are full of the old one. You cannot accept comfort while gripping your anger.
Letting go of the past makes room for the present. Letting go of an old dream makes room for a new one. Letting go always clears a little space.
So letting go is not only an ending, it is also a beginning. An emptying that quietly makes room to be filled again.
Like a tree in autumn, it lets its leaves fall and for a while the branches look bare. But that letting go is exactly what allows the spring to come.
Nothing new can grow on a branch that refuses to ever let anything fall. The release and the renewal are two halves of the very same thing.
So when letting go feels like only loss, remember the tree. You are not just dropping something, you are making room for what comes next.
Before we look back at everything, I want to say one thing to you, the person listening right now.
Yes, because there is a kind of letting go that matters for your English too. Letting go of the need to be perfect.
So many learners hold on so tightly to getting every word right that they freeze and never speak. The grip of perfectionism keeps them silent and stuck.
So let go of perfect. Let yourself make mistakes. Let yourself misunderstand a word and keep going anyway. The learners who relax their grip are the ones who fly.
And the very fact that you are here, listening calmly to a whole conversation in another language, letting the words flow past without catching everyone, is letting go in action. Well done.
Truly. You are practicing the gentle art of relaxing, trusting, and letting understanding come on its own. That is exactly the right way to learn and to live.
Let's take a slow moment now and look back at everything we talked about today.
We started with a fist and an open hand. Holding on takes constant, tiring effort. Letting go is simply stopping that effort.
We said letting go is not giving up. Giving up comes from defeat. Letting go comes from wisdom and a kind of freedom.
We talked about letting go of control. Pour your energy into your side of the line and gently release the rest, like a farmer who cannot control the sky.
We talked about letting go of the past. Keep the lesson and set down the stone, and offer yourself the forgiveness you would offer a friend.
We talked about grudges. Holding anger is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to get sick. Forgiveness frees your own hands.
We talked about letting go of how things should be. Stop arguing with what is already true and ask, what is my next kind step from here?
We talked about letting go of outcomes. Care about your effort and hold the results with an open hand, and about letting go of the need to be right.
We heard about the monkey and the jar. The jar never held it. Its own grip did. So often, our freedom is on the other side of an open hand.
And we were honest about real grief. Some things we let go of slowly, in tiny pieces, and never alone, releasing the pain while keeping all of the love.
And we gave you one simple practice. Once a day, name what you are holding, make a fist, and gently open your hand. I set this down.
Let's also remember today's words. Our first phrase was, let go, to stop holding something, to release it.
Then hold on, to keep gripping something tightly.
Then accept, to allow something to be as it is, without fighting it.
And peace, that calm, quiet feeling inside that slowly arrives when we finally let go.
Thank you so much for spending this calm half hour with us today. We really hope it felt gentle and a little freeing.
And remember, you do not have to let go of everything at once. Just choose one heavy thing and practice opening your hand around it. That is more than enough to begin.
So as you go back into your day, we hope you notice one tight grip somewhere in your mind, and gently, just a little, let it loosen.
If this conversation helped you breathe a little easier and learn, please subscribe and give us a like. It really helps the channel and it means a lot to us.
We make a new calm episode like this every week, so if you would like to practice your English gently with us again, we would love to have you back.
You can listen again anytime. Many people play these episodes while they cook or walk or rest before sleep. However you listen, we are so glad you are here.
Until next time, be gentle with yourself. Open your hand, take a slow breath, and let go. Take care.
Goodbye for now, from me, Emma.
And from me, Jake. Hold on gently, let go gladly, and we'll see you next time.